Hey guys, it's Lord here, back again with another edition of 13 Days of Halloween. And today, are you getting sick of the creepy voice? Just a thought. Today is day 7, and today we'll be looking at... Today. Redundant, aren't I? Either way. We're looking at the Conan 2-pack from Legendary Comic Book Heroes. Now this was again another team effort. I got Conan himself from Mike's Vintage on Instagram. Check him out. Really good guy. Really good seller. And Wrarrl over there I got from good buddy T-Biz. He has everything. Except accessories for everything. So with that being said, now he's got his sword and his little pet tortured soul thing. We're gonna move him to the side though. We're gonna look at Conan first. Now Conan comes with his sword here. Now why they chose to make these out of the soft pliable plastic is kind of odd, but I guess it works. But you got the hilt there. Kind of looks like the power sword from 2000X or Skeletor's sword, should say. It's got that shape to it. And he's also got an axe. It's a little warped, but oh well. It's got a real metal chain hanging off it though. That's pretty sick. No real metal chain here though, which is kind of odd. I figured they would have glued this piece, or gave him a metal chain up here, but nope, just on the axe. But yeah, so articulation on this guy is pretty difficult to use actually. I just had to test one of his shoulders out here. But his head looks up a little bit, looks down a little bit, but it mostly just rotates. There's no real attitude in it either, so it can't tilt. His shoulders, both of them, they move out about that far due to his wolf cape. I assume that's what that is. And this one does it, but it's super stiff, and yeah, not gonna mess with that. We ain't gonna mess with that, laddie. He's got a bicep swivel, double joint at the elbow. I mean, it works, but he's a bulkier character, so it doesn't work as well as some. It's got a swivel at the wrist, hinge at the wrist, or the hand, I should say. Swivel at the waist. He's got a little dagger here, but it doesn't come out of the sheath or anything. It just sits there. He's got an ab crunch. It's kind of... Oh, it clicks. Hear that? It moves that far forward. Moves back into place. And that's pretty much it. Waist swivel. T-jointed hips. They don't move out very far. But they are rather clean for Toy Biz. I will give them that. They kind of rotate on an angle, but, he's got this piece here. That's expected. Thigh swivel. Double joint at the knee. And a swivel at the boot. With a hinge at the foot, a rocker joint, and a toe joint. Thank God he doesn't have those stupid finger joints. Those things are pretty crap, I will say. They don't look great, and doesn't help him hold anything. So, yeah. My thoughts on finger joints. I wish his sheath was a little tighter, but, yeah. But, I will say his pelt, it's, on his back's really nice. It's got the tail there. I wonder where the head of this thing went. Just curious. Would have been cool if it came over his head like a cowl. I don't know if that ever happened in Conan, but it's just a thought. It's a design I think would look kind of sweet and awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much Conan. I'd say he'd work well with like Masters of the Universe classics or stuff like that. The sheath, on the other hand, wouldn't work with anything. So I am gonna give him a 9 out of 10 though. Really like him. Really cool figure. Looks nice. Has a lot of stuff going on. That's Conan. Now onto my favorite part of the set. The Devourer of Souls is a tormentor. I don't remember. It's Wrarrl. Now it's spelled Wrarrl. Yeah. Good luck pronouncing that. Wrarrl? So I'm like, you know what? I think those other R's are silent and it's Wrarrl or Wrarrl. I think it's Wrarrl because that sounds cooler. He has a removable helmet, which may or may not have belonged to a certain Dungeons and Dragons character, Warduke, at some point, but definitely looks like that. And then he's got like a hand up there. Yeah, really cool helmet. And then he's got the Spawn hamburger head going on. I really like the look of that. Looks really, really cool. He's got his mighty sword here, which can be easier said than done to quote-unquote pull out of his hand. There you go. Mine's a little warped, but I've had it out for a while, so probably due to the heat. We did have a massive heat wave here a while ago. I'm in New York, so that's kind of weird, especially in late September, early October. We usually don't get those. So basically, you put it in the sheath and it'll straighten out. And then he also has a little man purse here. I don't know what is up with supervillains and man purses, but this is like the third, fourth villain I've had that has this. He comes with a little... I have no idea what this is. It's a maggot of some kind, and it just goes into his little merce. Or a satchel. Is it a satchel? You know what, at the end of the day, who gives a crap? It just looks cool. So, yeah. Now onto articulation with him. His cape is a little loose-fitting, but that's okay, because it allows for movement. Yeah, and he doesn't have a big hole in his back, so can't say nothing about that. His head will rotate. It'll look up really far, down really far, but then again, he's got his helmet's off, so putting it back on, I don't think it makes much of a difference. Maybe looking down a smidge, but looking up, not really. Yeah, you can still look up and down pretty good. And it rotates. It's kind of at an angle, which kind of sucks, so he doesn't exactly look side to side. He kind of looks, like, confused, like, what? Who are you? The barbarian? Oh, that fella. His shoulders move out about a right angle to the body. I'll do it on this side, you can see it better. Out, back in, forward, back, swivel at the bicep, double joint at the elbow. And here's where Toy Biz finally implemented this, which is kind of funny. He's got a swivel at the wrist, but also the hinge. So the Hasbro joint that's used on Marvel Legends today didn't come out, I don't think, until like the last bit of stuff Toy Biz did. Ab crunch, really smooth like that. Waist swivel. T-jointed hips, but kind of hindered by his cod piece there. I think they're on wide joints too, which is a no-no, but oh well. His thigh cut works, and his legs move forward and back too. Double jointed knee, as you just saw. I don't think he's got a boot swivel. I think it's just there. Yeah. But he does have a hinge in the foot, with a little bit of a rocker and toe hinge. So you can get him in a walking pose. This knee over here is a little loose on mine, so he's kind of a pain in the buttocks to stand, but oh well. Crap happens, yo. That's all there is to it. But I really like him. He's a 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, he's really basic, but he's really, really cool looking. And I'm surprised the mighty T-Biz snubbed him, because I think he's awesome. I think he's sick. Sick nasty. He's badass. Badass! And, yeah, so overall, the 2-pack, it's a 10 out of 10. You get your money's worth. I think this was like $20 when it came out, so not too shabby. But with that being said, I highly recommend if you don't have this yet, you try and get it as soon as possible because it keeps going up in value. There are a lot of Conans and Wrarrls available, but they're all expensive, so get on that shiz. You need this in your life. But with that being said, that's it in terms of like Marvel Legends-y videos, because I've done enough of them at this point. I think, anyways. We're going to be looking at some obscure stuff after tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be a big figure. You'll see it. You'll see it. With that being said, until next time, I will catch you guys later.